What's going down, everybody? It's your favorite Bubby Jethro, and these are more of my opinions. It's another beautiful day here in Kentucky, and thought I'd share some thoughts and opinions with you today. So, hope everybody's doing good out there and is having a good, blessed day. Watched 60 Minutes on Sunday, and I remember as a kid, like 60 Minutes would come on, and they were a hard-hitting, news show. They seem to do good in investigative journalism. They seem to be unbiased for the most part. And one of my favorite movie scenes of all time is it's a movie, The Insider, with Al Pacino and Russell Crowe, and Christopher Plummer is in it too, and gives a masterful performance as Mike Wallace. And they're reporting on how the tobacco executives had, they lie their asses off when it came to how addictive cigarettes were, which is going to be relevant in this video in a minute, talking about fucking disgusting lizard people that tell lies. They're coming forward with information about the story, and Mike Wallace is really proud of the journalism that they've done and everything, and the commercial for it is coming on, and one of the vice presidents of yada 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 is talking to him. Pause. Oh man, Canada Dry makes a cherry zero ginger ale that is it's so delicious, and I hope one day Jethro's Opinions is brought to you by Canada Dry Ginger Ale Cherry Splash Zero, because it is so delicious, and it's great. I love it. So, and I'm fat enough I don't need the calories, so the zero part's really good too. Anyways, back to the story. So Mike Wallace and the VP, they're talking, and she's trying to, subtly let him know that, that hard-hitting piece of journalism that is his words and his integrity and his profession on the line every time a story goes out. And they ripped it to shreds. What was a 7-minute segment, they chopped down to, 30 seconds. And, kind of like what they did with Kamala Harris's interview before the election. That was cut and paste, and let's make her look as good as possible, because if we show how she actually was, people are gonna actually realize that we're putting we had a geriatric president whose brain had gone to tapioca pudding with a cackling, laughing, hyena who is not bright. I want to say another word, but it's not considered polite in today's society. So, but yeah, a laughing, not so intelligent hyena is what I think of when I think of Kamala Harris. A bought and paid for corporate government stooge who's somebody's got their rammed up her and you're a mouthpiece. You're a bought and paid for lizard person scumbag mouthpiece. That's all you are. It's, they've now discovered that Joe Biden didn't sign a single thing during his presidency. It was all done by the electronic, It's an actual machine that holds a pen and does the signature. It's I understand he signs a lot of things, but how is that legal? I mean, there's certain things that the guy should have to fucking read and then sign with his own hand. I'm just saying. Anyways, Mike Wallace, the VP, is trying to tell him that they chopped his shit to shreds, and she says, "Now, Mike, calm down." And he goes, Mike? Nah, bitch. Today it's Mr. Wallace. And who the fuck are you to put your grubby little fingers on my work? I'm Mike fucking Wallace, bitch. It's a good scene. And it's kind of like, you know, it's all smoke. It's all smoke and mirrors and presentation. Said part of the reason that I do my stuff in one take, boom, is because this is me, y'all. Real. Flaws and all, like the flabby chin and everything, and I'm trying to lose weight and get better, and y'all are going to watch that journey with me. But hey, this is Jethro. All right? Like it, don't like it, this is me, and I don't apologize for me. And I honestly believe, like, real recognizes real. And so, yeah, come at me, brah. But, so 60 Minutes on Sunday, they started out with pretty much a just gigantic hit piece on Donald Trump. And it's bullshit. I mean, you can go back to, you know, they've still never come clean about the interview with, you know, when he sits down with Leslie Stahl. And he's talking about the Russia, bullshit, and how it was a setup, and they spied on his campaign, and they bugged his office, and they rigged a bunch of shit, tried to have him thrown in jail. You know, all that shit before they took a shot at him. And Leslie's, no, Donald. No. We're 60 Minutes, and we have to authenticate stuff. You're a lying lizard person fucking bitch. And all you've done is bring dishonor and disgrace to your once proud news organization. Like, Mike Wallace is probably rolling over in his fucking grave. What you turned his life's work into. Shame on you people. It's like they had one of the inspector generals you know, on who had been fired by Trump. You know, I swear you could cut the federal workforce in half, and I still don't think we'd miss a beat. It's a giant money laundering military industrial complex swamp of lizard people, and Bubby's ripping the lid off of you know, Pandora's box. Why do you think they tried to do what they did in Pennsylvania? To stop what's happening today. And like, brother, keep doing the Lord's work. But this inspector general got on there and had the audacity to say, like, you know, the Elon Musk is unelected, and they're trying to hide the truth, and they're keeping whistleblowers from coming forward, and they're just hiding blah, 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 blah. And it's like, who are you fucking kidding, dude? You've been there for, this particular individual had been there for over 25 years. You've been there for 25 years, my guy? Yeah. All right. What truth? Like, what are you holding on to? Like, what truth is Donald Trump keeping you from putting out? I'll wait. You've had 25 years. But now, just now, can't, we got people coming forward with the truth, but now they can't because of mean old Donald Trump. The fuck are you talking about? This doesn't make sense. Makes no sense at all. Like, Donald Trump is the one encouraging whistleblowers to come forward, like in the FBI, like in the Department of Justice, you know, like in the Department of Education. Like they haven't even started digging into this bullshit, and look at what they're already finding. Like it's good. Like the rabbit hole goes so much deeper. And I understand some of it is like black bag stuff, you know, the CIA, and, you know, let's be real, there are agencies and people out there that do things in the shadows that we, you know, for security's sake and whatnot, can't be out there in the public eye. And they do need to be funded. But, you know, $15 million on Sesame Street in Iraq, or however many billions of dollars for roads that go nowhere, like, nah. Y'all need to be able to do some basic accounting with our money. It's like he had Like, he canceled all the credit cards. And like you said, and some piece of shit judge, some district judge, thinks he has more power than the president of the United States? Fuck you. But because we're a nation of laws, he had to give the credit cards back. But it's my guy, slick as a motherfucker. All right, you can have them back. There's a limit of $1. Bravo, sir. Bravo. Excuse me. And so, yeah, it's just absolute bullshit. Like this idea that, ooh, Donald Trump is trying to keep the truth from getting out. Yeah, man. They really, the evil cabals usually take shots at the people that are doing what they want them to do. Yeah. Marinate on that for a second. Brah. Then there was another story that 60 Minutes did. And again, this is, like I said, they're not all bad, but the first piece on Donald Trump was bullshit. But then the second one was about the opioid crisis in this country, which I talk about openly because, you know, I'm not a victim because I made my own choices, but let's just say it would have been far more difficult for me to become the addict that I was, you know, if there weren't doctors out there that were writing 1 million scripts a year for OxyContin and Xanax and every other drug you can think of. It's like people were going down to Florida to buy pills because, you know, it was a racket. You would have the MRI machine, the doctors, the pill mill factory, and the dispensary right there in one strip mall owned by them. Yeah, them. And they're pumping out 1 million prescriptions a year. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. It was legal drug dealing. Brought to you by Purdue-Pharma and the Sackler family. These fucking lizard people, they've got so much blood on their hands. Y'all are lucky. Y'all are so fucking lucky that I don't have a kid that died from that shit. Because I'm against hunting, but I think I'd get real enthusiastic real fucking quick. You people are demons. Like, you absolutely knew what OxyContin was. And you lied to people, and you had your reps give away trips, money, whatever, and you encouraged doctors. This is the new, like, what killed me. I didn't even know this. But the head of the Sackler family, like the head of Purdue-Pharma or whatever, like, he's a doctor. And he did this to people. And he knew what he was doing. And he did it for money. Bro, you have children, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, grandparents. This disease doesn't discriminate, bro. It can grab anybody. And you did the equivalent of taking a bunch of, 22 caliber pistols with full clips, and you went out into the world and you fucking tossed them. Worse than that, you paid people to go out there and push this shit on people. You know how many meetings I've sat in? And someone who looks like they've been living on the streets for 20 years and never had a chance in life. They look like the biggest fucking train wreck you could ever imagine. And the story starts out like, I was a lawyer, I was a teacher, I was a mechanic, I was an industrial worker, I did XYZ, I had a career, I had a family, I had a house, I had a car, I paid my bills, I went to church, I was a good person. But then I got in a car wreck, I got injured, XYZ happened, and the doc gave me a prescription for something called OxyContin, or something called Roxicet or Percocet. And he gave me a script for 120 of them. A 30-day fucking supply for a day. You give 4 OxyContins to somebody a day for 30 days, or you give 30 Roxicets or Percocets to somebody 4 times a day for 30 days. You got them. You got them. And they're fucking hooked. And now you're an addict, and you go to the doc, and you say, I can't live without this shit. And they go, ooh, wish you hadn't said that out loud, buddy, because now I can't give you any more. Cartels aren't stupid. Like, these guys are smarter than Fortune 500 CEOs. Wow, they got all these people hooked on painkillers and their pills. We can get heroin a lot cheaper, bring it in. It's a huge market we can exploit. And once the addicts find out, and it's just, I know, like, I said I was never going to be the kind of guy that did heroin, but it's half as expensive, and I get double the portion. Wow, okay, this is economical. This is actually doing me a favor. Now I can get it under control because it'll cost less. Nah, stupid. That's your brain. That's your addict brain trying to kill you. Pause. Love you, Jay Williams. Hope you're doing good, bubba. But, and JD, I'm gonna talk about that lady that killed the kid and needs a wood chipper in her fucking life. God, disgusting story. Another day. But the Sackler family, this guy was a doctor, and I just gotta believe there's a special place in hell for all you people that did all this. Like, you knowingly, like you said, it kills. It's ridiculous. There's like what I was just talking about with JD. There's a woman who is a foster parent, and she had a 10-year-old, and he didn't really like being at her house because, you know, he lives at a foster fucking home, and he's a 10-year-old. So he's probably got all kinds of emotional issues and whatnot, and he was acting out. So he went to the neighbor's house to hide out from this lady. She dragged him back home, and then I guess her 340-pound fat ass sat on him in the front yard, crushed his head, killed him. He's dead. She's facing 6 years. Unfucking. If I were to go out and score some dope and get arrested with, I don't know, 3 grams, 4 grams, and I had 2 or 3 baggies with me, they're going to get me on intent to distribute, and I'm going away for fucking 15 years. Does that sound fucking fair to you? Does that sound fucking right? I'm not defending addicts, bro, but till you walked a mile in someone's shoes, again, how powerful is something that it'll make you choose getting high over feeding your fucking kids? That's the kind of demon we're dealing with here. And it was unleashed on the world by the Sackler family and Purdue-Pharma. And the worst of them all, Mariana Sackler. 60 Minutes interviewed this thing. And they asked her point blank, do you or your family or Purdue-Pharma bear any responsibility for the opioid crisis going on in this country? And this bitch kind of laughed. I was like, no. Honestly, I pity you, lady. Because you must just be the utmost, most worthless, disgusting piece of shit in existence on this plane or any other plane. Like, I hope you can see the fucking disgust and contempt on my face I have for you. Because I'm one of those people that your fucking family tried to kill. Now, I made my own choices and I bear responsibility, but you fucking people put the shit out there to make the dominoes fall that eventually the dominoes hit my line of dominoes. And I let the dominoes fall, but you people bear some awesome responsibility in all this bullshit. And I hope you get what you so richly deserve. Whatever his righteous judgment doth come. Y'all better fucking pray that ain't true. Because I wouldn't trade places with you for all the tea in China. You're disgusting. You're absolutely disgusting. And if I had a kid, oh my Lord, my heart, we all don't make it out. It is such an insidious demon, this addiction to opiates. It's a real life horror movie. And to all the people that have lost people to it, I'm so sorry. And no, I've been there. I know what they thought every morning when they woke up and they failed. And you gotta believe me, man, they tried. I know in my fucking heart. I know they all tried. He said if it weren't for my family and my wife and he said religion's not the right word, but my recovery talk, like the higher power. But I watched I got a video. I watched my buddy Shimmy drink himself to death. And you can't, like I said, you can't be bribed out of this. You can't be bought out of it. You can't be talked out of it. You can't be loved out of it. You can't be hated out of it. It's just, it's in here, and it's up to you, man, to change your life. And watching my guy give up is not the right word, but accept it. I say it is what it is, and he knew he was not going to be strong enough to make it out. And like I said, my heart goes out to everybody who's lost somebody. And I'm telling you, if you're in active addiction, you don't have to live like this, brother, sister. Make the call. There's clinics, there's doctors, there's shelters. Like, you can, I've never said it would be easy. It'll be the hardest thing you ever do in your life, man. But it's so, like today the sun is shining. I can walk outside and play with my dogs and be in this moment and be happy. It's like the other day, I woke up and, I'm in medically assisted therapy and I take medicine every day. But it's like I woke up, my wife had to leave early, and I ended up waking up at like 5:30. I didn't even think about taking my medicine till almost 11 o'clock. And it's like, I never, to much less made it hours, and to have been in a great mood and to have felt good, I never, ever, it's impossible. I thought it was a pipe dream. I am never, ever going to wake up. I thought I'd poisoned my body and my brain so bad. I am never going to wake up and not have my first thought be, fuck, I'm awake. I got to go through this whole fucking never-ending cycle of addiction again today. I'm going to want to quit, and I'm going to fail again today. And even if I do stay clean for today, I'm going to be white-knuckling it every second of every minute of every hour of every day until it breaks me and I go back to using. It's a pretty fucking sad existence. But that's not my life now anymore. So, and it doesn't have to be yours, man, like for real. So again, all my brothers and sisters in active addiction, I love you. I'm praying for you, and make the call. You can, he said, it's going to be the hardest thing ever, and you're going to need help, but you get out of that pit. So, 60 minutes, get your fucking act together. Sackler family, I'm going to try real fucking hard to find grace and forgiveness in my heart for you people, but you all got to show us something. And right now, Mariana, Sackler, you are, sorry, you're a lizard person, demon, and I really hope you find grace and compassion and your soul can be saved, because right now, you're a demon. Sorry, not sorry. That's just my humble opinion. And y'all have, your whole family has blood on their hands for money. And you can't take money with you. So, all right then. I love all y'all. This is Jethro, man. Didn't mean to get all serious, but I just had, this is my therapy too, and I got to get this shit off my chest because it's so ridiculous. But, all right then, yeah. I love y'all. Be good or be good at it. We'll see you on the flip side.